Okay, be careful with this ice, it's not very thick. This is a microscale version of 60368 Arctic Explorer ship. This is the real set. It's absolutely massive and fantastic. Today, we have an opportunity to take a picture of this ship in a very interesting environment. Okay, so the plan is to place our ship and to build 3 separate elements to add to our shot to really add a sense of scale and depth and cement it in the world. Okay, so the first scene I built was this floating ice sheet with 3 different seals, 2 adults and 1 baby. An adult and a baby each come in the 60376 Arctic Explorer snowmobile. It's about a $10 set. It's really good. And I think I'm gonna have the little dinghy set off to the side in the actual scene with a minifigure taking a picture of the seal pup. So the next iceberg that I made is this one here. It's kind of the medium size. This will be maybe in line with the ship or just slightly behind. And it has a bit less detail, although quite a bit more detail than the last iceberg I made. It does have this kind of overhang, which I enjoy. And yeah, just using a lot of slopes. I wanted to get that kind of peaked shape, really organic, asymmetrical, but this is not going to be the focus of the photo and is only just going to serve to kind of like cement this in the world of Lego. Okay, so the last iceberg that I made is much, much larger. This is going to serve the purpose of giving some scale to the ship, as well as giving some background terrain for us to kind of, again, cement that Lego world idea. Now, I didn't even try to make it look good on the back because it's not going to be seen from the back, so this definitely has an angle that I will be shooting it at, which is this right here. All right, that was a fun challenge. Built 3 different icebergs at 3 different scales and 3 different levels of detail. Okay, so we're out here in Rochester, New York, and last night we did get a couple of inches of snow. Just a few. And my pool froze over. So this is our surprise location for the photo shoot today. I'm gonna be setting up the camera in another time lapse and showing you kind of the process of setting up this shot, and I'll come back to you once it's all set up and we will talk about how to frame up a shot. Okay, so I've set up the elements of the shot on the ice. Now I'll give you an example of what I was thinking here. I did want a clear foreground, middle, and background to the shot. I might have to extend those further, those kind of planes here, here, and here. Extend them farther out to mess with the focus a little bit. And I'm not sure I'm happy with the angle of the ship. I do want some different kind of elements to this, different lines. And what I mean by lines are, if we look here, I want the eye lines of the large and small seal to be looking at our photographer. And I want the eye lines of the camera and of the boat driver here to be looking at the seals as well. That's going to really sell that they are part of this world and actually looking at what I want to portray them looking at. And so we've got a line right here with all those sight lines going this way. And I think I either want this ship to be parallel to that or perpendicular. I'll decide here in just a second. And then we'll see what the framing looks like for the shot and place some icebergs. But let's just get an example here of what we might be looking at. I'd really like to not Photoshop any of this. Okay, and so I've got a little bit of stuff back there. Get my finger out of the way, focus. Back here that I don't want to get in the shot. So I'm actually gonna turn the whole frame and look at this nice white snow back here, make that kind of look like a glacier. So I will adjust those and get back with the shot here. Okay, so I've kind of swung the whole frame over a bit. Let's see if that was enough. If I come down here like this, not quite. So if we get our characters here in the foreground in frame, we are not seeing a whole lot of the ship. Two ways I can do that. I can adjust the whole thing over here, which I like. There's kind of a sweet spot in between these two. This like a bit of the snow here, and then over here, right there, sweet spot in between. What I can do is actually punch in the zoom and step back a bit. That's going to give us a much better depth of field for how I want this to work. And I think that's a really good shot right there. I might Photoshop the tree and whatnot out of the background. I'll probably take multiple shots, one like this and one where we are cutting off that the top of that snow up there. And speaking of snow, it is starting to snow again. So I need to get this done really quickly or the snow will fall on the ice and I will lose all sense of scale. So I'll get right back with you. Okay, be careful with this ice. It's not very thick. Can't fall in again. Too bad I didn't get that on the time lapse. Oh well. All right, so I moved these guys up a little bit and now we've got to avoid some holes in the ice for our frame. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, this is looking a lot better. All right, so if I'm leaning over like this, I like that. I think I'm gonna move that iceberg away from the superstructure of the ship because I've got a lot of weight on the right side of my frame here, and I want some more weight on the left side. And I think if I put it right kind of above where that minifigure is on the left side of the ship, we'll get a much better kind of weight overall. Okay, I ended up moving both the medium and large iceberg off to the left a little bit. And I think we're looking pretty good. Let's frame it up right here. Maybe I can take care of those two bits of disturbed snow in the background in post. I think that's our shot right there.